today is a little bit different.
2-1 Charlie, I'm not observing your ident. Safe position.
So today is a little bit different. I'm not going to be the pilot in command. Chris Thomas from MultiGP is going to be the pilot in command. He's picking me up and we're going to go check out the Sebring racetrack. There he is. 2-1 Charlie. Hey, you know, he's going to park. What's up, dude?
Come on in.
All right, so let's, how you doing, man?
Good to see you.
How was the flight?
Oh, it was great.
Executive clearance November 3524 Quebec. Sorry, executive clearance November 2621 Charlie. Departing to the northwest with
November.
Did they hear me?
I didn't hear anybody.
2621 Charlie, is that a clearance? You say full request?
Yeah, let me repeat all that over. It's November 2621 Charlie with November departing to the northwest.
21 Charlie, roger. It's that type of aircraft.
It's Cessna 182. 21 Charlie.
21 Charlie, roger. Contact ground, ready taxi.
21 Charlie to ground. Alright, now taxi to hotel. Wow, that was that was a disaster.
I do that a lot whenever I change airplanes.
Alright. So all I have is the radio. You have control of the airplane. You're the PIC, alright?
Nice. I like this. Radio is my least favorite part of flying.
Yeah. Executive ground November 2621 Charlie at hotel, ready to taxi to runway 9.
R2621 Charlie to ground, runway 9 or taxi via Echo.
Via Echo to runway 9, 21 Charlie.
Hello ground, November 188 Bravo Hotel.
That guy's nice, he said hello.
Oh, Merry Christmas. How you doing? The other day I landed. Oh, too far Quebec. It looks like you have a new paint job. Nice. I've never seen them, but you get to know them. You hear their voices every day. And so... Executive Tower, November 2621 Charlie, holding short of 9, ready.
Number 2621 Charlie, runway 9 line up and wait. Number 21 Charlie, turn left northwest, runway 9 clear for takeoff. Traffic in the 1 mile right base, runway 13, expedite.
Clear for takeoff, 2621 Charlie, runway 9. This is fun, man. I'm glad you came down. I'm actually happier that we that you came down and we're flying in the same airplane, because I'm seeing things that from other pilot we're gonna get from each other, you know, and that's, to me, that's the whole point. Is continue to learn from other people. Never stop learning.
I'm gonna climb till we get to a little bit smoother air. Nice, smooth, easy climb. No autopilot of this airplane. It does have a rudder trim, aileron trim, and then of course your elevator trim.
Oh, that's pretty cool. That canal there, you see that canal, then it's going west and then it goes northwest. That is the Hillsborough Canal. So I'm gonna say Coral Springs traffic, you have a 182, a 2,500, about 3 miles south of the Hillsborough Canal going northwest, Coral Springs.
Looks like we're gonna be following that canal because I'd imagine it goes to Okeechobee.
Yeah, so the next checkpoint here is gonna be, so that area there, that's a natural resource area.
Okay.
We're not allowed to fly under 2,000 in that area, so we're okay. So the next major checkpoint, I think, is going to be, I would say US 27. We're going to fly right over Pahokee.
Okay.
And the end of this. Once this ends, you'll start seeing the farmlands.
Gotcha.
All right, so that traffic is no factor anymore.
I think this is the furthest south I've been so far.
Oh, no way.
I mainly fly like central, north,
right,
all around Orlando.
Flying this airplane, whoa, that's a Class Bravo. That's pretty intense.
The nice is it's got a nice shelf underneath it, so you can squeak under it quite a bit.
That's what I do when I fly south. I just stay under the cake. I call it the cake.
Yeah.
what I say under that that cake and stay out of trouble. What's happening with MultiGP? What is the future looking like? And what are the major things happening this year? Oh, okay,
it's been a smaller operation and it's continued to grow, right? There's a lot of responsibilities. It's not something that one person can continue to do. Many times I get credit for the efforts of MultiGP, and it's not me, it's someone else who's doing that work.
Right.
But they're so busy behind the scenes, they don't have an opportunity to be hamming it up in front of the camera, which for whatever reason ends up being my role. Not something that I set out to do, but something I end up doing anyhow. For us, we're really not after profit yet. We don't think that the market could support a business like ours making a profit. We just want to be able to pay our bills, right? We want to do really high-end events, meaning we don't want to just blow money, but at the same time, we want to have an event that has a good production value, that if somebody travels to that, they've got a set number of expectations. We want to meet those. And we've done it in the past, but we've done it without any regard to how much money we've spent.
A little bit unsustainable, maybe?
It's actually not been as bad, but it hasn't been our focus either. We haven't focused on hitting that, matching what we spend with what we bring in terms of capital.
Yeah.
There's also a lot of people out trying to do a lot of things, and when you start to get as big as we are now in this space, it's easy for others to feel intimidated that we're going to come in and squash their effort or take away their own personal recognition they may get for their efforts. So we're really looking to try to maintain a friendly environment where we don't come in and steal other people's work. We want them to be able to get credit for the work that they do. And then we also want to continue to evolve in the way that the sport is going. Right now there's a big debate whether or not we limit the batteries to 4-cell, which we've limited last year, or we allow pilots to fly with anything. I personally am lobbying for anything. Run whatever you can put. If you want to build a 15-cell battery and put it on your aircraft, do it.
Yeah, because to me, that is what fuels innovation. When you can just have like an open format, hey, bring what you got, bring whatever you can make. You want an auto? Do it. Right. Whatever. And that way people see each other doing things, and they I don't know. I think that innovates.
Yeah.
That fuels innovation, but also, on the other side of that is there should be like a NASCAR type where no, this is the car that you get. This is these are your limits, and so then that race is full 100% on the skill of the pilot.
Right. And we've done that as well with the spec racing. We've come up with a couple of different products. The way that we approached it with the spec racing is we put the opportunities up for bid. That way the sponsor is contributing some money in order for their part to be considered. We made sure that the parts being considered were, comparable. So yeah, there still is spec racing. If someone wants to only race 4S, then they race spec racing. That has a 4S limit. But if you, we can't get to the point to where we stop what's made this sport so great. The other area where we have that problem is in the maturity of the chapters. When a chapter first starts, most of the pilots aren't very good. You've got a couple of guys usually who are really good, but for the most part, you've got a group of guys who are figuring out how to fly, figuring out how to race, figuring out how to just coordinate with other people.
How to build. Yeah. Building is like a skill on its own.
Yeah, and that's conducive to new people. If you're brand new and you join a chapter in those days of its growth, it's very easy for you to feel accepted, to not feel like you're uneducated, and to just immediately join a group and that group grow. Well, what happens is as those groups mature, then everyone's education and comfort level goes up.
Yeah.
It becomes intimidating for a new person to come along and join that chapter.
We're coming up to Lake Okeechobee. I went to X07 the other day for that paragliding event. How do you feel about flying over water? Especially
Okeechobee?
Alligator soup. Okeechobee is like an alligator soup.
It just kind of depends on the day. Normally, I would climb above the clouds and coast over.
Yeah.
Want to do that?
It's your call. You're the PIC.
Yeah, let's do that.
Did you see that show that I was on? That TV show?
I saw a link to click on to watch it.
Now here's the kicker. You're gonna build this drone from items that you might find in your basement. What I love about drone technology is that you can make anything fly.
I don't watch TV.
Yeah, me neither.
I haven't watched TV in like 3 years now, and so.
I did recently finish the Game of Thrones series, but other than that, I don't really watch TV.
Yeah, well, that's not TV, that's HBO, come on.
How was working with the team? I know Danny's crazy. Every time we go to events, she's like, yeah, I'm going to go shoot some guns later.
Yeah. And she's cool. She's a cool person. Easy to work with. The producer, Eric, I love that guy because of his energy. Very rare do you meet somebody with that type of energy.
Sebring traffic, Cessna 2621 Charlie, 10 miles to the south, inbound for landing. We'll be doing a 45 entry for runway 19, Sebring.
Service. Right away, we're getting that VIP treatment.
Oh yeah.
What do we do now?
All right, so we got a couple things we've got to do. I need to make an announcement, so I got to do a quick live stream for MultiGP. Yeah. We're gonna check on the course. What I want to make sure of is that the course that they built here, Mike built it. He knows how to build a course, but I want to make sure that it's not too technical. We don't want to make it an obstacle course, right? It's so hot. Oh God, you scared the piss out of me. Too bad you didn't.
What is he doing?
There's going to be a feather flag right there. And
okay, so right now we're walking the field. Mike, what are we doing right now?
We're going to walk this track and make sure it all works out.
You think I can fly the Mavic in this area?
Yeah. The pilots, first of all, are in this pink area where the pilots will be at. Launch pad will be here in this corner. They'll go down around this first flag, then go down over the pedestrian walkway through the start gate, then immediately down through a gravity gate. Then they'll go through another little gate here, and then through the chicane, then under the wing of the aircraft, around the tail, and under the other wing. Then through the low gate here, around the spiral, to the center where they'll go through a high gate. Then they'll go back down through a gravity gate, under the boom arm of a Herc excavator, then through the top gate here, through another top gate here, and over to what we're calling the Jacob's Ladder, which is 4 gates stacked on top of each other. They'll spiral around those 4 gates. Then once they get to the top, they'll jump out of that, come diving down into this tunnel right here, 45-foot tunnel, break out the other side, and rejoin the pattern for the second lap.
This is the best netting I've seen from every race. That's no joke. It's thick. The drones won't get caught up on it. It'll stop the drone and they'll probably fall. All right, I'm under the spiral right now. And so drones get in the spiral that way, and then they come up this way, and then they hit straight out.
And then we've got this wonderful tunnel right here where they'll basically coming out of the spiral Jacob's Ladder, come down, and then rip through this tunnel as fast as they can to go back to start the next lap.
So hopefully this is going to be the high impact area, because this is where I know where I'm going to be. One of my favorite events because it has all the things that I'm really passionate about. Airplanes, there's an airport right there, right? Drones and race cars. You can hear them. They're practicing right now. So if you get bored of the airplanes over there, you head to the drone race. If you get bored of the drone race, then you just check out the cars racing. Probably a couple 100 feet away. Wow.
Sebring traffic, Cessna 2621 Charlie departing runway 14 Sebring.